Hey, so what's up guys? Rob Banks here, and I do not want to act like a YouTuber, so let's get straight right into it, okay? So what I want to be educating and enlightening you guys on today is basically what business credit is, okay? And I'm going to be going over what business credit is, some of the benefits, why it's so important, so on and so forth, because in any journey in life, if you don't understand why you're partaking that journey, if your why is not strong enough, the likelihood of you achieving it or going through with all the steps is going to be very minimum, okay? So I want to set the baseline on this first video and give you guys the why, the what, and so on and so forth, so you can get that mindset and then follow up with sequel videos basically educating you on how to build it, okay? So I'm not going to just making a video on why it's important, not educating you on how to build it. We're going to get into all that, but we need to understand our why first and then get into blah blah blah. And you should be able to make it to the end of the video because this is information that was not received lightly. I mean, this is years of trial and error and stuff like that I had to personally figure out. So if you really do love yourself, you really want better for you and your business and so on and so forth, then you should be able to at least spend 10 minutes of your time to invest into your own self-education, because education received and implied is what gives you results, okay? But nevertheless, what I want to go over first of all is what is credit. Credit is basically the ability to gain access to capital with the intent to pay it back. Nothing more, nothing out the world, okay? It's just access to capital with the intent to pay it back. A key word here is intent. So if you do not intend to pay back money that you borrow from the banks, please do not borrow it. You want to be a person of integrity when it comes to borrowing money, okay? And secondly, what is business credit? So business credit is basically just credit under your business name, or credit that was allocated under your business name. That's basically what it is. There's nothing really crazy about it. So we have personal credit, we have business credit, okay? And business credit, like I said, this video is going to be teaching you guys on what it is, of course, and so on and so forth. So let's go over why it is so important, okay? Let's go over a couple of key reasons why business credit is so important. So the one reason why business credit is so important is because as a business owner, we will always need access to reserve cash or whatever it may be. Like as a business owner, if you're a truck driver, for example, you're owner operator, for example, you know rainy days comes, you know breakdowns come, you know repairs is always going to be there. So it's not like you're making cash, it's not like you're not making money. Like of course there's good money that's being made, but like life happens, things happen, you know. So having that cushion, knowing that you know that cushion also is there, it gives you a peace of mind. It doesn't even matter about rainy days, right? Let's say for example you have a business, you have a real estate business, for example. As a real estate business, someone who's acquiring doors each and every single month, you know having that cushion also helps you speed up your process to get to your goal. Let's say for example you have a goal of getting to 50 doors before the year is over, okay? You're making good income, of course, and so on and so forth, but to be able to scale, you're going to need more money. And that's where, you know, having business credit or building it comes into handy, okay? Let's say, for example, you have a Shopify store. You have a winning product right now. That product is really winning. Everything is going great. You're making sales and everything. But to be able to scale, you need that, you know, you need those funds, basically. And that's where having good business credit and having, you know, built up your foundation properly basically comes into handy, okay? And it's just not about rainy days. Having business credit itself is beneficial, okay? If you don't have it, like you're missing out on a whole different world right there. But let's get into the second reason why business credit is so important. The second reason why business credit is so important is because it does not affect your personal utilization. Unlike the personal side, whereby, let's say for example, let's say your overall credit limit is $1,000. If you use $300 on the personal side, that basically means that you use 30% of your overall credit card. That means you basically use 30% of your overall credit limit, right? And that's going to ding you a lot. 30% is a lot, especially with the FICO 8, the FICO 10, 10T. That's going to ding you a lot, right? So basically, on the business side, it's quite different. The business side, things are kind of calculated differently. Like, of course, on both ends, the payment history really matters a lot. But on the business side, what really matters, what's the shareholder when it comes to you know, assessing somebody's overall fundability or, you know, the risk factor, is your payment history. So like on the business side, you can actually liquidate every single dollar that you get from business funding. Let's say for example you were able to secure $100,000 from Amex. You can literally liquidate all your business credit cards and still have a decent business credit score, okay? So it doesn't, and the thing about it too is it doesn't even affect your personal credit. okay? Especially if you, I mean, you can apply with it. You can personal guarantor for the business credit cards, or if you build your business credit up properly too, you don't need a guarantor. But regardless of what you do, it does not affect your personal side, and utilization does not affect your business credit either. Okay, so it's like you get access to the funds. You can't be like, you're not gonna be scared of using it like on the personal side, because the personal side you get access to some funds, but you're gonna be scared to use it because like of course it's gonna ding your overall credit and stuff like that. But on the business side, you can actually liquidate it completely. As long as you're making payments, you're good to go. Okay, so another key benefit of basically building business credit is that it helps you separate your business credit from your personal credit, like I just mentioned earlier, right? It helps you in regards to, it helps basically even high utilization, okay? Because what you can even do is, let's say for example you have some credit card utilization on your personal side, you can actually balance transfer those usages that you did on the personal side to business credit cards, reducing your overall utilization and actually going out there to get some more funding and so on and so forth, okay? But building business credit or set up your business foundation helps you separate your entity from you, the individual. So God forbid something happens, someone wants to sue your company, the maximum they can do is stop at your company. They won't be able to pierce it to the point whereby they're going to be seizing your personal assets and things like that. Okay, so building your business foundation is highly, highly important. Okay, and another key benefit of building business credit is that you have unlimited business credit profiles. And when I say this, some people get confused. But on the personal side, for example, right, you have one social security number. But on the business side, if you want to, you don't need to stop at one LLC. You can actually set up as many LLCs as you want. Because the thing is, of course, you might have a beauty salon shop, you might have a truck company, you might have a real estate business. So it's possible. People have different businesses. So on the business side, you can establish as many business credit profiles as you want, right? And the good thing about that is, when I say this, some people might still be confused. But the reason why I say this is because when I say you can build unlimited business credit profiles, that means you can build business credit for each and every single entity. And if you can build business credit for each and every single entity, that means each and every single business can secure business funding. If each and every single business can secure business funding, I'm gonna give you a minute to think about that. And I'm telling you, each and every single business can probably secure 100 grand or 50 grand minimum. And you have 5 LLCs. And you get 50 grand minimum each right there. That's 250 grand. If you can't flip 250 grand, then you should probably get off this video. I'm pretty sure you can. So basically that's what I'm trying to imply right here. But you can actually build up different business credit profiles for each and every single business. Building that up for each and every single business means what? Securing business funding for each and every single business. And if you use the hybrid X funding method, that means you get the funds at 0% for 12-24 months. So it's like the bank just literally just giving you money, saying, hey, have a nice 12-24 months and pay 0% of the money that you borrow from us. I probably not explaining it to you properly, but to me personally, that's a no-brainer right there. Okay, so that's another key component of why business credit is so important and why you should build it. Okay, and like I was just saying right now, right, there's no cap on the amount of funding you can receive, because the minimum, like I said, right, the minimum, let's say for example one LLC gets 50 grand. It's not about forced to stick with just one LLC. You have one social, of course, but you can get as many entities as you want. It just takes about, probably I think California is the most expensive when it comes to setting up an LLC, but other states is very cheap. I would say though, if you're filing a state that doesn't require you to make annual taxes or annual filings, basically, my bad. Because if you're doing annual filings, I don't file in any state that requires me to do annual filings, because it doesn't make sense to be paying you every single year for something already established. Like, it's but nevertheless, another key reason why building business credit is so important is because when it comes to the business side, you have a variety of funding options. Unlike the personal side, whereby you can get a personal loan, you get a home equity, you can pull some equity out of your home and stuff like that. On the business side, it's quite different. You have a variety of funding options. I'm talking about cash flow finance. You can get angel investors. I'm talking about it's crazy, merchant cash advances. It's a bunch of different ways to get funding on the business side. So even if you lack on the personal credit side, even if you have bad business credit, whatever it may be, there's always going to be a slot, especially depending on the lender. There's always going to be a slot that someone can put you into and help you secure that funding. Okay, so building business credit or having a business itself, funding options is way more than a regular consumer look. Because why? Like I mentioned earlier, as a business, we need funds. You know, like, it doesn't matter if the business is booming or not booming. Like, we still need funds regardless of what's going on, okay? And another key benefit of building business credit, or why business credit is so important, is that we get higher sign-up bonuses. Like, literally on my Amex, I think the name was Blue Cash Preferred or something like that. Like, the sign-up bonus was, they gave me about, like, they said if I spent like $3,000, they would give me like $200 within the first 3 months, which wasn't a lot of money to spend. I mean, I spend more on that. I spend more than that on advertising. But like, that compared to the business side, they're like, literally they gave me like 3 times that amount. No, it was probably 5 times that amount on the business side. So the sign-up bonuses for credit cards and things like that is very high, okay? And the main reason, again, is because, of course, as business owners, they expect us to spend more money. And of course, they wanted to spend more money so, you know, they can give us that bonus and stuff like that. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but the limit on the business side is very high in comparison to the personal side. And another reason why, like I mentioned earlier, is because as a business, we're known to spend money. Like, we have advertising needed, you got employees to pay, you got repairs, you got this, you know. So as a business owner, we're expected to spend money. Like, you know, if you don't spend money as a business owner, then I don't know what kind of business you're conducting. You probably conduct a credit repair company, but even with a credit repair company, you still want to need to like buy some, you know, a printer and stuff like that, you know. But the limits on the business side, like, is really high. Let's say, for example, you have a $5,000 credit card with Chase on the personal side. Like, 9 times out of 10, they give you like 5x to 3x that on the business side, okay? Depending on how you put the application through. The best way would be, of course, through a relationship manager. And, you know, we can help you. I could put you through with my relationship manager, basically, you know, to help you secure a high amount of funding, okay? But that kind of concludes this video. I wanted to say more, but 12 minutes plus, some people might get tired, might start, you know, yawning and stuff like that. But I will make a sequel to this, and kindly let me know if you got this far to the video. I will basically, you know, the code is going to be for this video is going to be Roblox. So you can shoot me a text message on Messenger saying Roblox, and I have this 4-day training that I usually do sell, and I'll give you to completely free of charge. It covers personal credit aspect, how to build your business credit, also how to repair your personal credit with my own personal letters and things like that. So if you have watched this to this point, that's the treat that I want to give to you, or the present that I basically want to give to you. And also, one thing, if you have reached this point and you watched the video and there's something that you didn't like about it, kindly just let me know. If I also want to like change the dynamic, I want to like be dynamic in regards to when it comes to making the content, because I want to be able to do slides for you guys instead of just looking at my face, like, you know. I want to be able to like have slides showing whilst I'm talking. So you guys, some people are visual learners also. So if the majority of you guys are visual learners, just kind of let me know, and I'll make sure I make content tailored to you visual learners, okay? If you're someone who's prefers just listening, let me know. I'll just start distributing to Spotify and things like that, so you can just listen to it. But yeah, that's basically it right now for this video, and you do not need to like. I would appreciate that if you left a Google review in regards to what you learned today. But yeah, that's basically it, and have an awesome, terrific, whatever day. Peace out.